Lori Michelle Moshiach here with a lesson about evil. The evil inclination, we're surrounded by it right now, and you're under siege, whether you realize it or not. And I'm here to help you deal with the evil one in everyone else. When you walk around throughout your day, you're being assaulted and you're not truly aware of it yet because you've been trained since you're a little kid to just deal with it, let it go. Nobody's perfect. Someone gives you an offhanded comment or a look, you brush it off. They didn't mean it. They're really a nice person. All of that. You dust yourself off. You keep going. You don't take it personally. But by the end of the day, you're depleted. You're depleted and you don't really know why. You feel sad, maybe depressed. Maybe you have low self-esteem. You think like, maybe nobody loves me. They're all so mean to me. But it's really the evil inclination in other people assaulting you all day long. And sometimes you have a good day and it doesn't happen that much, but it's still happening. And Hashem said to me one day, he said, Lori, don't wrestle the sumo wrestler, meaning the evil one. Walk away instead. And then he explained to me, he said, you're going to win anyway. You're going to win that battle, but it's going to take a pound of flesh out of you, and you're going to be exhausted by the end of the day. And it's much better not to engage because there's nothing to be gained. They're not willing to learn from you right now. When they're willing to learn, when they're in a state of mind that they'll listen to you, that's when you talk to someone. You talk sense to them. But when they're being the sumo wrestler, when they're attacking, walk away. And I thought about it and I said, wow, that's really good advice. That's really wonderful advice. And let me give you an example of what the sumo wrestler looks like. Let's say you're married. God bless you if you are. Just kidding. Not really. But anyway, let's say you're married. I'm not, obviously. And you are very excited to do something wonderful for your wife. You're home for the day and you decided you want to make her favorite pizza. So you go out that morning and you buy all the special ingredients for her special pizza. And she's at work all day and she's having a horrible day dealing with all the sumo wrestlers at work. And she's got to let it all go because she's at work. She's not allowed to speak up. She has to just take it on the chin. And it's a hot summer day and she comes home and it's hot and she's sweaty and she's in a foul mood. And she walks into the kitchen where you're cooking her favorite pizza. And she flips her lid and says, it's a mess in here. Don't you ever clean up after yourself? Why are you always making a mess for me to clean up? The sumo wrestler came home from work. And so what are you going to do? You can engage her. You could feel like you're being assaulted, and you were. You could feel unappreciated, and you are. You could look at the situation and say, how dare you? I'm cooking your favorite pizza because I love you, and you come home like this? You could say that, and guess what you're going to get back? La, 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 you're always making excuses, and you're going to get into a full-blown sumo wrestler match. You're going to fight, and it's going to end in tears and screaming and yelling, and God forbid, divorce. You know, it's never the pizza that's the reason why. It's never the cap on the toothpaste that's the reason why. It's all of those engagements with the sumo wrestler. That's the reason why people get divorced. So you got to learn. You got to look at the situation, see that she's perspired and tired. She has bags under her eyes. She looks like she's had a rough day, and you let it go. Maybe you even say, I'll clean it up, don't worry, and walk away. Wait for a better moment to approach her, maybe a few hours later after she had a shower, she had a cup of wine, and you walk over to her and say, you know, honey, I was cooking your favorite pizza. I was thinking of you. I'm sorry I made a mess, but it was wrong. You came in and you just shot me down. And I want you to know that I felt unappreciated in that moment. I know you had a rough day, but next time maybe hold back and talk to her in a way that's kind and loving, and communicate when she's ready to hear it. When she's the sumo wrestler who just came home from work and overheated and depleted, she's not willing to talk to you. So walk away. And that's a great example of how the yetzer, the evil inclination, works in people. It makes you unreasonable, and it makes you want to go to war, makes you want to take your opponent down and eat their bowl of rice. Don't give her your bowl of rice. Walk away with your bowl of rice. And then maybe when she's in a better mood, you'll share the bowl of rice together and you'll laugh about it or cry about it. But it's much better not to engage the yetzer, because the yetzer is all about me, myself, and I had a rough day and look what you did to me. And you really can't reason and talk to someone when they're in that mode of yetzer, evil inclination. So take Hashem's advice, because I do now. When I see the yetzer attacking me, I'm not a wimp. Trust me, I'm not a wimp. I'll defend myself, but most of the time, I'll walk away. I won't engage. I don't need to. I'm already right. I don't need to be right. Learn that you don't need to be right. Just be right. Be good. Choose Hashem. So for more information and knowledge about the yetzer and the evil one, and how sneaky it is, and how it's sabotaging your marriage and your relationships, go online and buy my book, Blindsided by Messiah. This book is the greatest self-help book ever written, not because it's mine, because it reveals where it's coming from, how to deal with it, and how to remove it from your life. Because by the end of the day, trust me, you've wrestled that sumo wrestler a few times, and people are getting sick. They're getting depressed. They can't sleep. And there's a reason why. There's a source. And if you go to the source and you know how to deal with it, you'll do much better. So God bless you. I hope this was helpful. Don't wrestle the sumo wrestler. Walk away instead. God bless you. Peace on earth in our time. God bless you.